So today I'm reviewing the Enya Nova Go Sonic. This is an all carbon fiber design guitar, and that's what drew me to it. I've been interested in carbon fiber guitars for a long time. I've been interested in building carbon fiber guitars for a long time, but the level of effort, if you've ever seen a carbon fiber guitar be built, is huge. In my last build, I built carbon fiber neck using off-the-shelf parts. This made it easier, but I'm really curious to see how manufacturers overseas are building their carbon fiber guitars. Now, Enya is known for building a whole line of acoustic carbon fiber guitars and travel style carbon fiber guitars. This is their new series, which is the Sonic series, and it's kind of gorgeous. It's got some unique features. It has a built-in speaker with built-in effects. There's a whole bunch of interesting things, but I want to take a look at it from a guitar builder's perspective and really check out this guitar. Let's get to it. All right, it does come with a charging cable and a charger. This guitar does need to be charged. It comes with an adjustment wrench as well. This is just a very thick padded gig bag. This is by far one of the best gig bags I've ever seen on an overseas guitar, but you guys aren't here for the gig bag. This is, according to the specs on the website, 6 pounds. So it's supposed to be light, and 6 pounds is relatively light for a guitar, or at least a Les Paul style guitar. So there is an app that you would download on your phone, and this allows you to essentially choose the different effects and amps you'll be using for the guitar. And it also comes with the quality control sticker, which a lot of these overseas guitars are coming with now. It lets you know what the setup was. So the finish on this guitar is like a pearlescent finish. So it has the kind of the set neck style going on, although this is basically all carbon fiber. The fretboard is carbon fiber as well. It also has the rounded fret ends that we're seeing a lot of now with overseas guitars. These are Alnico pickups. There is an Alnico 5 and an Alnico 2. So obviously the benefit to the carbon fiber is that it's not going to be prone to all the things that wood is prone to when it comes to the environment and to humidity and to temperature changes. So what this means is that this is the perfect material for having sort of a travel guitar. And that's what I'm considering this to be. Because it has the built-in speaker with built-in effects, this is something you're taking with you places. And it's okay to take this camping or to the beach or to anywhere because it's made out of carbon fiber and you don't have to worry about all the things that you would have to worry about with wood. So let's get some close-up shots because really this thing is gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's undeniably well designed. Let's take a close look. So if you're gonna build a guitar with a built-in speaker, you obviously don't want it to be obvious like the guitars of the past that had built-in speakers. This is well designed and it's hidden. So it does have an Enya AR-Tech 10-watt speaker in there. Very minimal, very simple, but it does the job. Chrome bridge. This is your kind of typical off-the-shelf bridge. But look at the pickups. The pickup, let's call it the pickup ring, has been recessed. It's flush with the body. It's so sleek. I mean, I would never have thought of recessing the pickup rings like that. It's really quite brilliant. So the adjustment screws are Allen type screws. Again, a nice touch. Alnico 2 and an Alnico 5 in terms of pickups. Spoke wheel adjustment truss rod at the heel. Pretty slick. So again, they just slotted the carbon fiber shell to expose that spoke wheel truss rod adjuster. This is a carbon fiber fretboard. And these are ball-ended frets. So one thing is Enya also sent me a magnetic strap. And I don't know what that means. We'll open it up, but super curious. There's a 0 fret. So the 0 fret is also ball-ended. And then we have our headstock with the Enya logo. Hard to believe this is all carbon fiber. The neck joint and the cutaway there. All perfect and brilliant. I assume once you make your carbon fiber mold, everything's a piece of cake, but I can't imagine how to even build something like this. This is the part here that hides where the ball and strings are, so when you're changing your strings, you'll remove this little thing. Yeah, so it looks like the push-pull is for the coil switching. We will need to charge it. It does come with a charger, a USB cable, and this little guy. I assume that this little tool is for adjusting the truss rod spoke wheel. So you put your anything really, you could use any tool that's small enough to fit in the spoke wheel hole, but it's cool that it came with one. And the other cool thing about this is it has sort of like a rubber handle to it, and then the exposed metal for adjusting the spoke wheel. So it should just come out, yeah. All right. So I'm using a little plastic tool here so I won't mar anything, and then this just comes out. So this is it. We have these little nubs here that go into these holes, and it is made out of like a silicone. It hides that whole system there. But this by itself doesn't look terrible. So if you chose not to put the silicone back on, it looks fine. The paint job in there even looks really good. But let's put this back for now and just pops in like that. But let's open this up. So I was able to remove this little silicone tab to expose the screw just with a little cocktail toothpick. There's going to be one under the sticker. Right, you can just lift the sticker here and it exposes another one of those silicone tabs. Okay, here we go. Wow. So this would be our speaker right here, which is right underneath the speaker grill on the opposite side. This little blue thing here is the battery, so it's rechargeable. We have our fancy pots here, and then we also have the three-way switch, the big circuit board with the jack, as well as the USB charging port here. And there's also a 3.5 millimeter jack as well. So they have a little pocket in here that's a rectangle that they use to reinforce for the strap peg to be installed. So I can see the strap peg screws sticking out, and they reinforce it with some kind of material, which makes sense. You want to have a little bit more meat because I'm sure that the shell is designed super thin, and so they reinforce it there. So that's really cool. And there's also a lot of interesting features in here. So the carbon fiber, as you can see, has been designed with the string through system in mind. So the strings are going up here. Each one of those 6 strings has its own tubular type design that's been built into the shell of the carbon fiber. And here too, you can see that this modular piece, so you have the bottom half of the shell and the top half. So there is the screw hole for the back plate. You can see that's been designed into the carbon fiber. You have these little carbon fiber cylinders that have been built into the shell too. So if you imagine forming the shell for this carbon fiber, it's just incredible the amount of detail they went through to do this. And this guitar, the cost of this guitar is like $399 for an all carbon fiber guitar. There's just so much gorgeous design in there. Like, we'd have to take the speaker out to really appreciate the amount of work and design that's been put into this guitar. All right, so I think I'm done geeking out over the carbon fiber. I'm so interested in building a carbon fiber guitar, but this takes quite a bit of effort to build, quite a bit. And there are certainly guitar builders out there doing it, but for $399, how in the world can anyone compete with that? $399 for a carbon fiber guitar, and then look at this perloid paint job. Incredible and impeccable. So obviously everybody wants to hear the guitar. What does it sound like? There's clearly a built-in speaker. We can use that, but you can also plug in a standard jack and use it just with your amp and your current pedal board. Let's put it back together, change the strings, and let's play it. And you did send me a magnetic strap, so I want to try that out, actually put it on. So let's open this up. Magnetic quick release strap. So this magnetic strap design is curious. And so the idea is you wrap this around the strap peg. And so you loop it around, and then this part of the magnet goes in there and it snaps in. And then that's basically it. And obviously, like, if you're pulling, it's not going to come loose. I mean, I'm trying to get this to come out in some manner, and it won't because of the design, how the actual material wraps around the cylindrical magnet. So it won't come off if I do all sorts of stuff. The only way it comes off is you pull the magnet out of the little grabby mechanism like this. But the design in here, it seats in there. So the cylinder part goes into these corners and it's basically seated in there. It's pretty crazy, very unique, but also kind of scary. But we're going to use it for the entire demo. The strap itself is well made. You really can't go wrong with it. It looks like suede, really soft, supple leather, does have some branding on there. Wow. It sounds remarkably full-bodied coming out of this tiny little speaker. It's impressive. All right, so enough goofing around. Let's set it up. Let's go inside and let's run it through the app and all the different sounds. And then let's actually run it through my Fractal and see what it sounds like just without the internal speaker. So super easy to connect the actual guitar to the phone
and the app. It's simply a matter of opening the app. At this point, basically what it's going to do is let you to connect. It's going to search for any products. It did find the Nova Go Sonic. So I'll click it, and now I'm connected. It's that quick and easy. So the way this works is that there's basically 4 slots on the guitar. There's a green slot for your clean. There is a blue slot for your overdrive. There is a kind of a aqua slot for your distortion. And then there's a high gain slot that's purple. And what you choose on the app basically loads it into the guitar and lets you edit it. And at that point, you don't need the app anymore. You can just take this guitar, go, and it's always on here. So for example, if I go to the clean sound, I can choose any one of these presets to start with. Hit edit. There are 2 amps. This is more of a high gain amp, so if you're looking for a clean sound, use the Deluxe Clean. It's simply a matter of just turning the knobs and finding the right sound you're looking for. Go into our reverb and increase the decay. And I want the level up a little bit too. I like that a lot. And then it's simply a matter of hitting save. So when you hit save, it's basically saved to the guitar in that color-coded slot, and you're good to go. You no longer need the app. You basically can take the guitar wherever you want, and that sound is loaded in that particular slot.
So one of the really interesting features of this guitar is there's a feedback loop. If you have your volume too loud, then the pickup picks up what the speaker is playing, and it just creates this endless loop. And so you can take advantage of that and use it as a drone, which is what I'm doing, using the drone as a root note. So much fun to play. So I hope you really liked this video. This is a great guitar. It's a lot of fun. It's a blast to kick around, super light, modern materials, really excellent design. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.